Let me get the chats pulled up over here. I don't know how long we'll be, but we'll see what happens. All right, cool. So I got that. This keeps switching me out, man, to private. I want all of them. Cool. Tweety or Melissa? Do you know who Tweety is? Have you? No? I guess we have different regular TikTokers for whatever reason. Her insulation. She was actually getting her, what is it? Her attic was being reinsulated, and it cost her like 10 grand, dude. Freaking nuts. I know. I forgot you can see the chats too. I was like, is he saying that to me or? I actually saw a video recently of a dude talking about that. He's like, yeah, you can see because their snow's melted on the roof, so you know that they're losing heat, exactly like what you just said there. And then like the house next to it, there was all the snow was still on the roof, and he's like, yeah, that house, their installation's freaking awesome. I was like, okay, what'd you say? Mm-hmm. Tis true. Tis true. She's from Wisconsin. She's up there in Wisconsin, the old stomping grounds. Me and Zach had a good chunk of time up there, huh? It was like what, 4 months, 3? That's right. Yeah, because the opening process there too. Yeah, she's been in here too before. So here, let's switch her up a little bit. Can we switch? How come I can't change this? How do I switch you? Expand both? Oh. Yeah, you mean like half and half? Like settings. I feel like I'm a freaking boomer with this. Effects. Can you do it? Tweety, can anybody give us some good assistance here? We'll actually I could Google it too if it. Or do you have your computer there? Addie, I'm sorry, this is more important. Not really. Not really. I do, but oh yeah. The knee sprain. Knee sprain. I think she said PCL. Because it hyperextended. She was getting a bunch of swelling in there. Sprained the knee 2 to 3 weeks ago and still had pain in the middle and on the side. So we talked previously about some boswellia, along with the rehabilitation that her athletic trainer is hopefully doing, from what I know, because you do need to start getting some at least movement in there, although it can hurt a ton, especially when you sprain something. And just being careful with isometric strengthening first and then moving into movement at some point. But somebody's got to guide you like very, very closely on that. But yeah, boswellia, turmeric, liquid form, and now we got the store in the bio there. So snag it up, Addie. Snag her up. My husband's left arm was very itchy. Suggestions? What do you think, Zachary? Husband's got an itchy arm. I would say some either nettle or albizia. You could do both too. It is a nice ear as well. I think he was talking about when you were like half faced on there. Or she. Or she. Who knows? Yesterday I had training and he did not stretch me. Goodness freaking gracious. And I don't know how to stretch for this injury. Well, he should have taught you something there. Should have taught you something. Are you still trying to do the split? I bet. Co-host? Is that what this is? Aren't we already doing that though? This is a guest. So I have to switch it back. You remain. Okay, wait. Let me see. How do I switch this back? I'm not. No apologies. Oh, that's my back camera. Expand. There we go. Hello. Well, I'm seeing if now that I have the control, if it gives me that setting. Settings. Get out of here. Comment, live recordings. What the? I'm so sorry to everybody. Don't apologize. This is more important. I don't know. Co-host? Can I do that? Disconnect guests. Okay, wait. I think I figured it out, but I think I have to remove you. I don't know. How do I? Oh no! Wait! Don't do it! Hold on. Expand both. It says expand both. Expand one first. I'm already expanded, dog. Oh. Yeah, but now the settings are different. What is happening? Oh no! Wait. Hold on. Oh, is this gonna be bad? Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. um, the layout. Okay, wait. Um, hold on though. Side by side. How's this? Yeah, but there's not a choice for two. Show available spots. No. How's that now? Yes, dude. Yes. On stream. Figured it out. And we figured it out. Live action, baby. Live action. Look at that. Yeah, I think the what's it called? I like sauna with I don't know if you guys have seen this, but in when they do or back in the day with saunas, they would take I think it's oak leaves, and you basically smack all the lymphatics and then get to drain that a lot better, which a little rebounding, some sauna, some lymphatic drainage there, self-inflicted. You could probably get some of that to resolve for free almost. She knew it. She woke up out of out of the deepest sleep. I think it was back about the arm, but yeah, totally. Like 3 months old. It was Caden actually, Brad's son. I had a lot of adjustments with Caden. He's awesome though, and because his dad's a chiro, it was the easiest adjusting ever. Especially on a baby, it's like you just put your thumb over their ilium, and it's like boop goes. Oh, with Skip, is that his name? You're going to that seminar, right? By Tweety. Still close enough. Close enough though. Apparently, we're supposed to get nailed with freaking how much snow did you get, Zach? 7 to 8? We got like freaking 18, dude. What the hell? All right, Tweety coming in hot. Yeah, cranial work. Find a good SOT practitioner. You can go on the Sourcey website and actually find who yelled at you, Rachel. Oh, Gia. Um, I forgot Gia was in here. But yeah, Sourcey is the website, SORSI, and you can find local people that do cranial work specifically, like that's all they do to your area, which I definitely want to do that. Like it's essentially like a skull massage. It feels crazy good. Very, very stress relieving. I love it. Huge. Huge, dude. Massive. But it feels like it's not Tuesday. It's an hour away. Yeah, she's 4 teeth in, so swollen. Yeah, we talked about the frozen fruit, the frozen blueberries. How's that going? Just out of curiosity. Um, Previous context. Tweety has asked about the teething prior. CBD on the gums, very, very, very small amounts. Good. Was that my phone or yours? I don't know. My phone vibrated like crazy. So I always seem to get called at the most convenient times, you know? Freaking, it is not 12 degrees. It has got to be lower than that, dude. I could feel the cold. I'm like 5 feet away from a window and I could feel it. Look how freaking quiet this TikTok is, though. Did something happen with TikTok? Lane. Lane. Do you know Lane, Zach? You do? Lane's awesome. Lane's awesome. Tweety. Gia's awesome now. Oh, you were on live before? Wait, what? It's Lane. We're sticking to it. We're doubling down on the Lane. You are changing. Is Lane should be your last name, and your first name should be merging. So that's my 2 cents. My son asked me to paint his nails. No, never. Next question. Yes, let me meet the queen. Ah, Raquel. Good old Raquel. What? There we go. Why do you see like notifications? Let me bump up your volume. But look at this. Look at this. We're a decent chunk into this. Freaking 6 people in here. Like, what happened to TikTok over the weekend? Did something blow up? She's Carly Bull, the journal. This is the queen herself. The microphone's in my ear, so. This is her. Do you have any questions for her? We can hear her, though. We can hear her just fine. She just can't hear you. Oh, she can't hear me. Seizures in children? Oh, yes. Okay. I have questions. You got a heart? You got the heart emoji? You got this heart emoji? Yes. Hit me with the questions. Depends on what. That's my wife for those involved. My wife? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Depends on, when it comes to seizures, what is going on? Are they having them? Is it grand mal? Is it. Also, first off, define children. How old is children? I think 5. I think he's 5 years old. When it comes to seizures, it really depends on. Oh, geez. There's a lot of questions with seizures. Because it could be brain, it could be actual seizures. Okay. Are you noticing any sort of patterns when they occur, or is it random? Is there a certain stimulus that you're seeing frequented? Because again, with seizures, you have to remember it's the brain trying to send a signal to the body. The body isn't able to interpret it very well, and therefore something happens, and the brain just goes into neurological overwhelm, and that overwhelm can manifest as a seizure. And okay, so they're random. Yeah, she's talked about them a couple times. And yes, to Lainey, her comment. That's kind of where I was trying to Yeah,
But
vaccines.
some neurological inflammation in the body, again, the nerves get inflamed as well. And so if the nerves are inflamed, that signal is going to be interrupted. That heavy metals from the vaccine can sit within the myelin sheath, which can then either inhibit or exacerbate the neurological impulse, which can lead to the seizure.
Yep. You'll get food allergies.
Learning very well.
You'll
Kids
get
2 years ago at daycare. Almost got a lawsuit on their hands. I'm just kidding. How hard? I know that's a stupid question, but was it him tripping, falling, hitting it? Did he land into something, or was it like off the surface? Because that impact and direction and location on the head will depend on what part of the brain could get jostled.
Yeah, that is a good point. Especially if vaccine history isn't too crazy there. Again, back to the SOT though. Sourcey, find a good cranial doc for that young boy. I do like Alcydonia here. Obviously, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend opening up the Alcydonia capsules if you can't do them. Maybe you could do like a little bit of children's megabiotic and Bacopa you can do, and some orange juice. You can do a little bit of ginkgo. You can do, I mean, Mucuna. You can open that capsule. I would have to check. Do you know if you can open Alcydonia capsules if they can't swallow them? Yeah, probably right. Because it's L-theanine, GABA, passion flower, and like a couple other blends in there. But Alcydonia is probably, in terms of cost and like bang for your buck and making significant changes, that's probably the one. Alcydonia. He was bleeding a lot.
How long for calcium deposits? Let's say lavage calcium deposits to recover. Aching pain at night 2 months after procedure.
Lavage? What the heck is that? Why am I hearing this?
Where was it? That is quite a stupid question. I don't know what lavage is.
I'm gonna guess kidney or gallbladder.
It's just an evacuation of a body cavity.
Yeah, but like, oh, maybe.
So they did a calcium and they just flushed it out.
Yeah, where? We do need to know where. Where was the calcium?
Sideways hit the side of his head. He had 4 staples in his head when it happened. A picture of the pyro. Laney, yes. And Taz, where?
Whoa, Tweety. Hey now.
Yeah,
We gotta take it easy over here.
man, she's single as well. Nothing wrong.
I'm kidding. I gotta give her some slack back.
Listen, Dr. Antonio, you're in a fun situation opening up an office.
Oh yeah, Lane did ask about that.
Yeah, she did. How's it going?
It's going, man. We got some aside from the extra room, things are going pretty well. So it's
Extra room for me in Pennsylvania took Dr. Antonio a year.
I think a year.
Maybe before permitting.
Because of
Sucks when it comes to permitting.
what happened with the floor wasn't level, right?
Oh yeah. Basically our floor was so unlevel that we had to put concrete like this to level it out. And to get the permitting for that building structures and then eventually get the x-ray put in, it was just a whole kit and caboodle and just frustrating.
I hope to God.
I'm married, my husband looks too. You know, I'm not judging any sort of relationships you may or may not be in.
I was just kidding.
Will say my introduction into the dating world in 7th grade, my best friend's father, we were at a lacrosse tournament, and he said, "Gentlemen, just because you're on a diet, it does not mean you cannot look at the menu." And I took that to heart. When I was in 7th grade.
That's so funny.
Took
It's wisdom.
It's something. I don't know what it is. You know what it isn't? It's not Zevia. You have to figure it out.
Dude, you got to show people the new labels.
For those that don't know, Zevia changed their packaging again. If my wife butchered it.
It's true.
So for reference, this is the new can. And then I don't know if my camera hit it. Never mind. Paying attention to the gaping hole in the packaging, but they changed all their labels again.
Yeah, I know. They changed like a year ago or two, I feel like. And then they switched it again. So that's pretty surprising there. That's always a plus. The firefighters love their hoses. Darn right they do. And they're needed. Don't get it twisted. I wanted to pin out I was injured. I'm still okay. You handled that one. I saw that too. That is awesome. Me and myself and Dr. Zach here, we're in a bit of a pickle because we're like probably 3 hours away from each other. And we're away from all these chiros that could just be like when I was working in Appleton. It was literally if you had a day where you woke up with a crazy neck kink, in 2 seconds, you're like, all right, great. I'll get to the office. We'll fix this thing. The day's going to be awesome. And it was. Now it's like, if my neck hurts, I have to freaking use a prolordotic band, get on a Denerol, stand on the biplate, jump on a trampoline, do an inversion table. And then if I stretch enough, then it finally lets up. But it's painful not being close to chiros. I had an upper okay. I've been seeing him for a year. Oh my goodness, he's seen my labs. I'm sure you've had a decent amount of show and tell. Yeah, I do like the Wellness Way hat though. I don't have one, and I'm very jealous. The white one though, I feel like I sweat too much. I feel like it's gonna.
I have hats specifically designed for sweating and hats that are designed for not sweating.
Nice. This guy is freaking on his stuff here.
Working out's big to me. I love working out. I bulked a little too hard though this winter, so now I gotta come down and cut a little bit. Although I set a New Year's resolution to hit a squat goal, and I may have underestimated myself because I hit my squat goal on the 6th of the month.
Oh my goodness.
6 days into the new year, I beat my New Year's resolution, so I decided to probably up my New Year's resolution.
That's pretty impressive, my guy. Honestly, I've been because well, I've been like a typical gym goer for I don't know since I was 12, maybe. So I feel like it gets boring, or I get bored at least. So I got to keep switching things up. Like I showed you the box balling thing before. I literally use that thing every freaking day. I'll do it with some weights. I'll do a lot of that, and then on the weekends, I've been like chopping wood for some reason. I think it's very enjoyable. People may disagree, but I don't know. You're outside. You're out of a freaking 4 walls for once. You know, I think that's important, especially with air quality, especially with like getting away from Wi-Fi technology. And it's in light of my sauna tent coming in, which is like a wood burning stove. So I'm just like super hype, getting the wood ready, freaking working out, free 99, clearing up the property. Maybe shared.
To Stephanie's question, I went to a school, Life University, and Antonio went to Great Palmer.
Logan. In Missouri. Down there in Missouri. Yeah, that's pretty common.
It's very common. Especially when you're just overactive.
Extremely common.
Dr. Antonio Lumberjack, yes.
Maybe off the record. Jen popping in on the YouTubes. I know you guys can't see that, but I have basically a dual live with Dr. Zach at the Wellness with Concha hiking over there in Pennsylvania, just down the road. Just down the road, 3 or so hours. Dude, I do. I do need to make a trip.
I took 14 Boswellia 2 days ago because my sacrum felt like it was on fire.
14 Boswellia. Do you have blocks?
By the way, just so you guys all know, we are also human beings and we also use supplements that we talk about. We take our health very seriously as well.
Yeah, Dr. Zach saw me take kava and chamomile right before this, so.
I ripped a new bottle of ACV, some Zeebs, and some ashwagandhas.
I love ashwagandha.
Yeah, I just ripped some.
So
I'm so mellow. I'm not jumping out of the way. Yeah. So listen, we also throw ourselves on the whack. I think mine was some shoveling out of snow and just generically just being out of shape again. But my sacrum, Antonio, felt like it was completely I couldn't tell if it was AI on the right or if it was a PR, but it felt like the tip of my sacrum was just stabbing my sciatic nerve. And so anytime I shifted my hips, it felt excruciating pain. Like I just woke up with it one morning. It was a problem. So.
Here, wait, let me grab these. So these, if you like sit on a hard surface and then basically put your legs, I'm just doing this for them. You put your legs straight and then you basically waddle back and forth to see which falls deeper into it, which mine is my right. Like I can easily hit a wall on the left side, but the right is like freaking not there at all. So you can do like self-block stuff at home based on the pelvic torsion and get that sacrum to free up a little bit, as well as the cervical spine during that process. But yeah, pretty cool, man. I've even done some disc pumping on myself, like using the edge of this right underneath like the lumbars and just leaning back into it. But I ordered a rebounder. I ordered a inversion table like months ago, and I've been using them every day, and it's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome, especially when you don't have a chiro. Like foam roller, inversion table, rebounder, self-block, and Denerol, prolordotic band. Literally have to, because we're on computers most of the day. So it's like this most of the time. All right, I've been ignoring a lot of people in here. No.
I'm assuming, well, it's funny you say that. It's a flat no, because I agree with the flat no. Whenever I see questions like this, I always consider the devil's advocate version, which is why would they say something like this? Like, what's the actual mechanism of action? Just to quiz myself, just so you guys know, ashwagandha modulates and regulates the adrenals to the brain and back. So if your adrenals need more oomph, ashwagandha will tell your brain to give your adrenals more oomph. If your adrenals are overpumping, ashwagandha will tell your brain to calm the adrenals down. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm anticipating that the depression side is somebody's body's adrenals were so over dominant. They took ashwagandha, it told their body to calm down, but because they calmed down, their GI and all of their neurotransmitters weren't keeping up the way it should, and they were just basically functioning on pure adrenaline. So they felt this huge dip in energy and felt ultra lazy and what we would call quote unquote depression.
Yeah.
Because the ashwagandha told their adrenals to calm down and heal as opposed to ramp up and give them energy.
You see that when people take kava. I've had that happen. I even had it happen to myself when I first started taking kava like 2 years ago. there's such an adrenaline dump that once the kava starts wearing off a little bit, you almost feel like sad. And I was like, why am I getting sad? Like I just took kava. This should be helping with this. Um, but it was I was so low in dopamine and things. So now building that up, and it's like now once you build it up enough, kava almost becomes a stimulant. So, um, anyways,
My hands are very dry. What is a good lotion? Let me show you.
there's a couple. Wellness with beef tallow. That's probably my favorite.
You know the irony of what I'm grabbing?
Coconut oil, if you're not allergic. I am allergic to it, unfortunately.
I really just grabbed the two things.
Nice.
This is why I love both of these things.
We love.
This is my go-to. I don't have coconut on my list, so I use this for everything. I use this for teeth pulling. I use this for beard oil. I use this for skin lotions. I use this for those of you that may or may not suffer from lubrication issues. Lubrication.
There you go.
Personal details.
Multi-use though.
No, that was really loud. I'm so sorry.
It wasn't too bad.
We're in my kitchen, so I have mixing bowls right next to me. By the way, as an aside, these mixing bowls come with lids. Game changer. Because you can put the mixing bowl straight in the fridge with the lid.
Oh, dang.
Game changer. Game changer.
That's pretty awesome. Can you help me feel better about Lexapro? Well, I bet Miss Laney can give you some insight here. But there's a reason why you feel that way. There's a reason why it'll help you in the short term. Lexapro being really for mental health sake, but a lot of those neurotransmitters are made in the brain or are in the GI, and they get transferred up to the brain through like 10,000 different nerves. So if it is a depressive type thing, I would want to look at a test that shows the adrenals and a test that shows the GI so that we know how to rebuild that. We know how to support the stress that's currently taking place. I would do in the moment right now, I would do St. John's and Kava like crazy. Probably like 4 teaspoons a day of each, because that's going to essentially act somewhat like an SSRI, but a plant based thing. So you're not going to have negative side effects to it. And Kava pairing very well. Like when we were talking about the drop off in some of the neurotransmitters that you can get after starting something like that, because these herbs are like a shock to the body almost, especially when you're deficient in a lot of these things and been stressed out for so long. Start on some Kava, start on some St. John's, link in the bio. You can order it, all the stuff, but you're going to need probably a Dutch and possibly a GI test too. But yeah, those are my 2 cents.
Yeah, and I know it's very scary. How long have you been taking it?
It sounds like.
To your point, she just mentioned that she's B12 and D deficient, which I agree, because your body uses them up as part of the immune system and the neurotransmitter response, as well as the detox. And so you have to be very careful and very judicious with taking it, because it can deplete your body of a lot of nutrients and resources that need to go elsewhere. And that's the one thing with medications, is it's always going to force the pathway to react. And if you don't have the right nutrients or resources to force the pathway, it can deplete other areas. And that's where you have to just be cautious. And, it's not something to be scared about. You were probably put on it for a reason. I don't know if you know our mottos, but essentially we like to look at the body as it's really a house. And how we view the house is it needs to be rebuilt or repaired, whereas a lot of people that prescribe that kind of stuff look at it as a house on fire. And so they're using the Lexapro to really put out the fire, whereas we look at it and say, okay, your body's not necessarily on fire, but you might need to replace some furniture. You might want to redo the roof. You might want to, get new insulation. There's a lot of things that go into a house, not just you're on fire or you're not. And so when it comes to something like an anxiety, or it comes to something like a depression, it's your brain shooting signals to the rest of your body to try and fix it. And you don't have the ability to physically feel an issue within your GI or physically feel an issue with your internals. Kind of like when you get a gut feeling, it's not something that's tangible. It's something that's there but not. And that's the the sensation that our brains have when it's trying to fix an issue. So when we have an issue get overwhelming like that, our brain tries to send the signal out, and oftentimes it manifests as a depression or an anxiety. So when you look at the GI or you look at the other parts of the body, you need to figure out why they're sending that signal to the brain and figure out why the brain's reacting that way.
Damn right. I mean, even in their own research, it's like, I mean, mechanism of action of Lexapro, is it a SSRI? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's SSRI. So even in their own... Yeah, so I think how it all started was with Parkinson's meds, and they showed that increase in dopamine will definitely help with issues like that. Parkinson's, dementia, which it does, totally. But then they basically had a bunch of meds pre-made during that research process for SSRIs and showing, okay, well, if that's how dopamine works with this, then depression works by keeping more serotonin around in the brain, which can be very dangerous for one thing. And they never showed that. They just showed that the med increases serotonin in the brain. So, you know, you're inhibiting feedback loops that are made to be corrected by communicating back to the GI, producing those neurotransmitters from the ground up. You can kind of cut the chase there with Kava and St. John's as you work on getting adrenals looked at, getting the GI looked at. But yeah, common stress response is down, and everybody goes through this. Everybody goes through stressors. They're just not the same because for somebody, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be friggin' anything, or opening a business like what we've done here. So yeah, it can definitely be a chemical imbalance, like you just said. Lane, good commentary there with the poppy coming in hot. Love it. Poppy, great for short term things. I think in this scenario though, Kava and St. John's. I'm telling you right now. So, yeah.
I love that answer, the chemical imbalance. How do I phrase this nicely? I implore you to look up the chemical imbalance theory, because they think that you're reacting the way you are. They think that your neurotransmitters are messed up because there's either not enough or too much. And it's not so much a production issue. It's more of how it's being used, because serotonin isn't just the happy-go-lucky neurotransmitter. It does a lot in the body, and it does a lot of healing. It helps melatonin. It's involved in your sleeping. It's an antioxidant, so it helps your body healing. And so if it's being diverted to those different areas, like I just mentioned, your body isn't depleted of it. It's just reprioritizing the serotonin. And so that's why they try and keep it in your system, is because it's being reprioritized instead of going straight to the brain tissue. Also, I'm 100% about to sneeze. I apologize. Sorry. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense, though. And please, if you're worried, research it. Look it up. Absolutely, you should. Everyone should always do their own research. Don't take everything at face value. There's an answer for it. People have done their research, and that's why someone like Dr. Antonio and I get on and try and guide you in a way that's possible. But we will sit here and tell you, always research. We'll never tell you to shy away from research, because call us on something if it's wrong. But oftentimes that research isn't. The research tells you what's going on with the body. They've looked at it, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask Grok or ChatGPT if vaccines are okay, they're going to say yes. So it's like the research, definitely do your own research, but know that some of it is a little predetermined. So even if there's no research,
Have you had an antibiotic in the past 6 months?
That's another great question. Clearing out that GI.
Is there a GI issue? Bowel movements, constipation, or the opposite? Any digestive stuff, indigestion, reflux, any of that kind of stuff? But yeah, just like Lene said, you can talk to us. We are here. Send us a DM, send us a message. schedule call with us, a discovery call.
Yes, sir.
We'll check specifics because I know you're tired of suffering too, and we want to help as much as we can.
I think it may just be my low vitamin D. They gave me a once a week pill, 50,000 IUs. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to absorb. And it's usually D2, vitamin D2. You do need, or you do prefer to want D3 paired with, like Zach just said, K2, so that you don't, one, have issues with absorption and utilization, and it's D2. Yeah, and that's common to see with kidney stone development and things like that too, when you're taking that amount at once and only at once. I like doing more of a stacked dose. So say your vitamin D is like 20. Say it's like 20. You would want to do like a week of around 10,000 IUs. It depends on the size of the person and stuff like that. But yeah, vitamin D3, K2, probably stack the dose, and then pull back about 4 weeks later. And you should be in that 70 to 90 range, somewhere in there.
Where do you live?
Miss Soccer Mom.
Honest to God, the best vitamin D supplement is that Big Ball of Fire. But if you're somewhere in the Northeast, like Dr. Antonio or I, or you're in Wisconsin, then that Big Ball of Fire isn't very effective because you basically fly outside naked for 4 to 5 hours a day.
Well, yeah.
Oh, they still got pumped with. You got pumped with snow too, didn't you? It's still pretty cold down there.
No, they got hit with snow too. I mean yeah, I mean 160. So you could do. I don't know where your vitamin D's at right now, but you could do like 10,000 IUs for a month and then pull back by half. But again, D3, K2. But yeah. What brand?
What you need before training. Okay. Before I lose this in the comment section. Mobility and fluidity. So anytime you sprain a joint, you want to make sure that you warm up the joint in all of its ranges of motion. You don't want to add too much weight to it in terms of pressure you're putting into it, but you want to make sure that in all of the directions that you're going to test the joint, that is warmed up and ready to go. So if you're squatting, you want to make sure you do some lighter squats or assisted squats. If you're lunging, you want to make sure that you're firing that muscle, pulsing it. You want to make sure that you're activating that joint and all the muscles around it so that the muscles can handle the joint in that direction.
Okay, you just addressed Addies because I'm like, I feel like I've been ignoring Addie and I haven't. I'm just
Yeah, that's the.
Oh no, why is my computer so low on battery?
I'm jealous. Well, Mason, jump in.
Can we? We could do that, right?
We can triple it.
How where'd you get that? Can you hit the accept? Where is that?
I don't know how to invite him.
He liked the live.
Yeah, I think I invite him.
Send a message if you want in. He's probably in bed.
Are you breaking it down? Letter stuff? I forget letter stuff. I can't remember. 1,300 followers. No.
Are gummy vitamins good?
Just here for the vibes. Oh, come on, here.
Gummy vitamins are gonna have a lot of sugar in there most of the time. That's usually what the problem is. The gummies?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of gunk in them.
Fillers, sugars, things that are not optimal.
Are you a soccer player? Is that what we're talking about? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's based on the name with the soccer balls and then it looks like a hockey net.
Well, I just know because I've seen her in here before. she's been in here prior. I keep forgetting that this is like kind of my people. We got to do this with your people. Because I thought that we were doing a co-host, but we're not doing a co-host. This is like technically a guest live, but we got to do a co-host tomorrow. We will. It did. So,
LOL. I know you are. You're the soccer mom, and Addie's the soccer player. Where's Addie from? North Carolina? No.
Addie might be from Georgia or something, from what I remember.
BRB. Well, it's probably still here.
I think it was Georgia,
That's a great name. A little blah.
North Carolina.
Although I will say I'm jealous, Addie, because it is 14 degrees here. So
It's cold as hell. How say?
it's probably colder.
I think it's probably right there. 14, yeah. It was 12 before, so I don't know how it went up, but
I don't know how it could go down.
it's freaking.
Arizona. Yeah, I know you're Arizona. I'm so jealous. See, that's where Lene needs a big ball of fire and just go lay outside in the sun and let the sun get absorbed through the skin.
Lane has the cheat code.
DC or state?
Miss Lane has the cheat code. Where did I put my keys? Oh, they're right there.
I'm tempted to move down there too.
Would you really?
Although they're probably sick of it. Oh yeah. Arizona?
Yeah, but how would you move the office?
I wouldn't.
I mean, yeah.
Geo work and then move myself down there.
There you go. Build it up.
Burn state. Ooh, Washington State. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I gotta
St.
freaking.
Marie is just the state of being for you guys. Okay, so warming up for the knee. Can you wear sweats or do you have to wear shorts? And I love how I'm having this conversation with somebody that literally got sunburned today. Man, put this on your skin, will you? I know story away. Dr. Antonio and I are actually the closest to each other. We're 3 hours away. And the closest one next to Dr. Antonio is about 7 hours away from me. So, yeah, wait, is on your food allergy list? I don't know your food allergy list. She's my life and savior. I love this picture of coconut. So do I. So I use coconut oil as a sunscreen. I love coconut oil. Because you can mix that. You can use essential oils to make it smell nice. Or you can just use it straight up and just lotion it on. Because essentially sunburn, what you're doing is you're actually burning the bacteria and whatnot on your skin. And so that's why you can get torched in the beginning, but you don't feel it until later because the bacteria burn on your skin. And then that's, like, you don't notice your sunburn until hours later. Whereas if you put the lotion on, you can keep it hydrated throughout the day. Oh man, blistering and everything? Yeah, you need. Now, I also hate sunblock because essentially what you're doing is just swapping a bunch of chemicals on your body that doesn't allow you to absorb vitamin D from the sun and all the nutrients that you get from it. So I love coconut oil, and for that, like I said, I use coconut oil for everything. It's like my rescue inhaler for everything. Teeth pulling, helps with teeth whitening. It's my lotion, it's my beard oil, it's everything. And so for those that don't know, it starts off in this like soft form, and then it will melt into anything when you put it on your body. It'll melt until like it's liquidy form. I'm sure everyone in here knows that, but it helps.
What, coconut oil?
Yeah, she got sunburn. I use coconut oil as sunblock.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's put it on me now.
The Van Man brand they have a good sunblock too.
I was in Aruba and I used coconut oil and it protected me. With my
Dang.
pale skin, I can see a pale man, but I'm very pale.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, coconut oil is the savior. That's why when I have patients with coconut on their list, I literally finger it. So,
That's me. I've had a +4 for like 3 years. I don't know what. Like, why? Why me, dude? Why the coconut?
For shampoo and conditioner and stuff, and body wash.
Shampoo, because I don't even have to anymore because at home we have basically such soft soft water, I guess,
Yeah.
and it like dries you out like crazy. So I'm like maybe doing half ACV, half water, like once a week. So, but my hair gets so fluffy and it's like puffy as heck. So, yeah, unpopular opinion, but I don't like beef tallow. It breaks me out. Interesting.
That's sad. I love beef tallow.
I would wonder if you've done. I was watching some trainings on myco plasm infections and basically having your own microbials overgrow within the system and create some issues with that, or like a tick-borne illness that's kind of really old or something. But cat's claw and Japanese knotweed, stuff like that, helping a lot with people that have beef allergies like that. Obviously, the nettle albizia is good too, but yeah,
Are you talking about
the beef tallow.
allergy to meat?
Ugh, I forget the actual name of it.
It's not beta. It's not alpha. Alpha gal. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Alpha gal. But either way, sorry, I keep looking at the stupid because I have a laptop open here. So I keep looking at the chats there because it's so much easier to like, I don't have to freaking scroll the screen and stuff. Happy I don't have allergies to meat. I mean, you might have like a small allergy to it just because of the issues with beef tallow though. And I wonder,
We don't hurt clearance
I think that's why.
in your labs. Yeah, it's probably a histamine response to the meat.
I think that's why. It's like you can't clear. But okay. Slow, Mr. TikTok. Right? Like I feel like we did this during prime time and it's like so freaking quiet around here. Either way, it's a good little session, eh?
Yeah. We'll probably head off here too.
Yeah, I'm so tired, dude. I'm so tired.
All right. You, sir, have a blessed evening. Actually, I have a question. I went live earlier and it didn't save it on my TikTok live.
Yeah, that's what I mean. TikTok's been having some crazy weird issues lately. I feel like.
You're gonna make me actually film a TikTok and not just pull from my live TikTok?
Dude, it's like I'm so spoiled now. I'm so spoiled.
You gave me this idea and now I'm so mad if it fails.
Yeah, but it's nice. I could post so many times.
I would be pissed if I can't grab it. But it saved one from when I did a little test one and it saved it for 38 seconds.
So maybe try doing it from your phone. And then there's an Opus Clip app.
Yeah, I might have to.
And you could probably, because I think I did that because I had the same problem like yesterday or something.
You guys bought it. There are problems. There are so many problems with TikTok right now.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know what's up.
It's Oracle, right? I think Oracle bought it.
I think that there's probably like a couple. But yeah, I think the US bought it. Yeah, maybe it's like a data transfer thing. Like not all the servers are linked up or something. I don't know. I'm a monkey when it comes to some technology stuff, to be quite honest. Yeah, or no, I had to take it from the Rumble studio last night. That's where I got it from. I got to figure out a way to integrate it. All right. Good stuff. That's probably going to be it.